Tonight's recipe for the Baracko Taco is very, very important. This food item is not only nutritious, but it's very, very important because we feel that it captures the zeitgeist of the weird early days of the 21st century. The Baracko Taco is named because ingesting this food clearly illustrates the pressing need for a comprehensive national healthcare system. You know, I don't really believe any of it as far as that bullshit about the horse on Broadway. Did you hear about that the other night? Yeah, weird stuff. Hello, Valium Stallion et al. Peoples who might be interested in what it is that we're doing here. You might remember from the earlier incarnation of the Valium Stallion cooking video, we were Stallion Italian, not today. Today we are Stallion Mexican, and since my Spanish isn't good, we'll just leave it at that and not try and rhyme anything. I am Doc Solomon. I'll be your host and your executive chef today. Filming today will be Count Simon Hillsman, drummer extraordinaire, collaborator et al. We are making tacos today, and the beautiful thing about all Valium Stallion cuisine is that it's fat-free. There is no fat in any of this, but plenty of taste. The two are not mutually exclusive. I've started here with a couple of pounds, that would be 2 pounds, of ground turkey breast. A little of this fabulous Safeway brand cooking spray, which has no fat. There's a note here that says that the canola oil adds a trivial amount of fat. To me, trivial equals 0. Now, I've sliced half of a large sweet onion. This is the survivor, this is the widowed half here. And soften that, just sweat the onion a bit, and then into that we have stirred the 2 pounds of ground turkey breast, and we will now brown this. You all come back and rejoin me once this is brown. Through the magic of television editing, that's going to be in just a second. One element of cooking that I think is missing terribly from today's hurry up, get it done yesterday methodology is the use of real fresh vegetables. Now, it is true, we will be cutting a bit of a corner by using some McCormick taco seasoning, but we've got some habanero peppers here along with 1 jalapeno. It makes a big, big difference to the final product. And what we're going to do is we are going to quarter the jalapeno, and I'll remove the seeds momentarily, and then I'm just going to half the habanero and remove the seeds. Once I'm just dealing with the flesh, sans seeds, I will dice these two up very, very finely and deposit them into the pot with the cooking turkey. That's an important detail, kids. Wrecking ball gone through my live streams. In keeping with the law of peppers, people, I am going to be adding some green chilies to my turkey breast. This is upside down, of course. These are Ortega diced green chilies. Can you get it? I'll just flip the camera upside down later. So these are 2 7-ounce cans. There's a lot of produce in the chili meat. Those people out there who are just taking ground beef and dumping chili or taco seasoning into it with a little water, you're selling yourselves way, way, way short. So, 2 7-ounce cans of green chilies. Wow, I left about 4 ounces in this one. Hold on. There we go. Did you hear that? Last sound Kennedy heard. Now here we have some Al Rosarita, no fat, zesty salsa. Now, for those of you who like to fuck around with cans, don't. Relieve the pressure. We at Valium Stallion believe in science. Watch. Constipated? Constipated. The doctor treats. Oh! You can't buy that kind of data. You can only download it free. I'll now incorporate all of this, and hopefully the camera will rejoin us when I've magically incorporated. Bye now. Yummy. So, the refried beans have been incorporated, as have the green chilies, as have the habaneros, as have the jalapenos. When it comes to seasoning tacos, one can, of course, use some paprika and some cumin, salt, pepper, etc. Or you can go out and you can just purchase the prepackaged taco seasoning mixes. Now, I start with 1 package Actually, I lied to you, 1.5 packages per pound of meat used. Now, I have to go with 1.5 packages per pound of meat used because even though the package directions say use 1 package per pound, I have to use 1.5 because I have to account for seasoning all of those refried beans. If we can get a shot of the gruel as it thickens here, you'll notice that we have a very chili-like consistency, a little bit thicker than I want. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add, here at Stallion Town we have amazing technological advancements like indoor plumbing. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of water just to thin out the mix a bit, and we'll start tasting momentarily. Now we're tasting to determine whether or not we need more taco seasoning. So, because this is going to be on YouTube, I have to make it look like I'm not really going to taste it with the spoon and put it back in there. Ordinarily, that's what I do. So hold on. We're going to have to go with the last pack of taco seasoning. I believe it's better to be bold with flavor than back it off if need be. We can always add a little more water. Another really good trick, kids, is to add some sour cream, fat-free of course, in Stallion Town, to the mix in the event that you overdo it with spice. All right, when we come back from break, we will be assembling our delicious tacos. Y'all come back now here. So we've taken and put a generous helping. When I say a generous helping, I mean probably a solid 5 tablespoons of the taco meat onto the prepared tortilla. Now, we next move to a lovely fat-free sour cream, in this case a Tillamook. And it is my preference to paint a bit. Voila. Now, we're going to go with a green, a mild verde chili sauce to about that tune there. Take it easy on this, you don't want to go too crazy with it. These jalapenos that I'm using are a very interesting product. They're a tamed jalapeno, which is to say they retain all of the flavor one would expect from the jalapeno pepper, but some of the heat has been done away with. It's not as terribly distracting as it might otherwise be. Now, we're going to use a combination of fat-free cheeses. We will use a sharp cheddar, and we will use also a mozzarella, because that's the way I like it. Lastly, a bit of shredded lettuce completes the presentation. And there we go, kids. There are, of course, variations on theme. We'll be using different salsas later, but this is the recipe in its rudiments. 0 fat, tons of protein, reasonable low glycemic carbs, no high glycemic carb of which to speak. You can eat these pretty much all day, and aside from the fact that terrible things will happen digestively, nutritionally, we're in great shape. Thank you so much for joining us today here on Stallion Kitchen. And we will pick up next time with some fabulous new recipe. You'll have to tune in to see what that is.